We are here in Frisco, Texas, Panther Creek High School. Jalen Lott, one of the top prospects in America. He's a big time player. Jalen, first of all, how's your spring? How's everything going?
It's been going pretty good. I've definitely been enjoying it and stuff like that. It's finally good to, obviously be able to be getting into a little bit of 7-on-7 and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And also, getting ready for the season.
Mm-hmm. How was your spring practice window? You guys get a great opportunity to go out there and kind of work on your game.
It was good. Like I said, we do a lot of competition, so that's probably the biggest thing, live reps and stuff like that. Obviously not with any pads on, but, being able to do one-on-ones and stuff like that, 7-on-7 a lot, that was definitely good for us.
Yep. Official visits coming up. What you got?
I got Georgia this weekend, and then I have also LSU's May 30th through June 1st, and then it goes USC, which is like the 5th and the 7th or something like that, and then Alabama in between there, and then it goes Texas and Oregon.
I mean, those are, was it 6? Mm-hmm. Those are 6 of the probably top 10 programs in the country.
Yes,
what's that like, I guess, sitting down with the coaches at these great programs and just having them all wanting to sell their school to you?
It's definitely good. They all have a little bit of a different approach. So it's definitely cool to be able to, kind of like, be able to, kind of put them in certain categories of like what different types, because everybody's different. So,
sure.
Learning different things from different coaches and stuff like that, I definitely take that all to account and stuff like that.
You said Georgia's up first.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about Georgia that has appealed to you, and just your thoughts on your relationships there?
It's definitely, just the DB only, like, just playing cornerback if I went there would definitely intrigue me. And obviously I feel like they're kind of DBU, just kind of, with like the certain people that they put in the league. So, that definitely intrigued me, just playing corner.
Mm-hmm. And I guess that's an interesting thing. You're one of the more versatile guys out there. Mm-hmm. Like, what's the breakdown on like corner versus receiver in terms of the different schools recruiting you?
I definitely say a lot of them just kind of recruit me as athlete, and then really Georgia's the only one that's just recruiting me as DB.
Okay.
But most of them is like kind of athlete, kind of both ways, and certain things like that. I have no preference of what I play, to be honest. So
yeah,
it's like whatever will get me on the field fast, whatever will help out the team is definitely what I play for sure.
Well, and you may have some perspective on this. I know they're not like getting an official visit for you or on your list. Like Colorado with Travis Hunter. What was that, as someone who does play on both sides of the ball, how impressed, I guess, were you with what he was able to do this year?
I was very impressed with them. Obviously, I was just up there like not too long ago, being able to sit down and talk to Coach Prime, Obviously, them being the only ones that's really, really done that definitely intrigued me. So I'm actually trying to find a day for them as well.
Okay. I'm going to mess up the order, so just have to bear with me here. Alabama. What do you like about Alabama? Obviously, they've got a great tradition and in putting guys in the league at really, I guess, both of your spots. What appeals to you about them?
Just Coach Shep being able to come through here and stuff like that. Being able to, kind of build a relationship with him, just kind of the way he talks ball definitely intrigues me. And, obviously, just they were one of the only ones I wasn't able to get down for spring. So, I really liked them when they first came by here. So, just getting out there, for OV for sure.
USC?
USC. I really like USC for sure. With Coach Riley, Coach Simmons, really their whole staff I really like. And, they kind of approach me with the both ways things. Being able to sit down and talk with them, actually them showing me what I would do when I get there was definitely it's showing me. So that's that proof that I like.
Obviously, Oregon's on a very nice run as well with Coach Lanning. What have you gotten to sit down with Coach Lanning at all?
Yeah.
What's he like as a person, recruiter, coach?
He's one of the best guys I've ever met for sure. Being able to sit down and talk with him. I've been up there countless times. They're actually the place I've been to the most besides Texas, which is also pretty cool. So, being able to sit down and talk with him, and obviously getting to have a good relationship with Coach Ross, which just came in, which is was probably the biggest thing after last coach left. Building a relationship with him, and figuring out that he's also really a great guy. Had time in the league as well, and development and stuff like that is also really important to me. So, being able to see that is definitely big for me.
Sounds like comfort level up there is pretty good.
Yeah,
like
sure.
in not just with the coach, like in Eugene, just like in the general environment up there. And
for sure.
What have you kind of noticed about that place?
It's definitely like very exclusive into themselves for sure. I feel like they just kind of focus on themselves, which is like the biggest thing for me because not really a lot of distractions. Just being able to focus on ball, which is what I came here for anyway.
Texas, obviously, you said you've been there arguably the most. They had a great season as well. What are you looking forward to, I guess, about an official there, and just what have you noticed about them? Obviously, they're in Texas, but there's got to be some other things you like about the programs beyond the location.
Yeah, I really like their whole coaching staff, with Coach Jackson to Coach Aquina, which is like the kind of the safeties coach, and then obviously Coach Orfe, and then Coach Sark, obviously. And, kind of with the both ways things again, he kind of was able to show me how he did it with Dory Jackson when he was at USC. So that definitely intrigued me. Just like, and then also being close to home is also cool to me too as well.
Is that, you mentioned the Adoree Jackson thing, does that help like you in terms of your comfort level, whatever it might be, with a program like that, because there's maybe some proof of concept there with having done it?
I definitely say so for sure, but I feel like when you can sit down and also show me what I would do, even if you haven't done it, just kind of show me examples of what that would look like, would definitely also counts as proof for me too as well.
I'm missing someone. LSU.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. I was like, we just talked to Donovan about LSU. I'm like, hey, I didn't talk to you about LSU, right? It was just Donovan, right? LSU, again, as we talked with Donovan a few minutes ago, just a program that really recruits Texas hard. What have you seen out of LSU that has kept them in the mix for you?
Definitely. I'd probably say one of the best relationships I had is with Coach Hankton, for sure. He's just a great guy. Being able to sit down and talk ball with him. I've been up there once, and it kind of absolutely blew me away. So they're really, really high for me right now. Just just like the relationship that I built up with Coach Hankton is like one of the best ones I had.
Great. Are you doing all these visits to get a decision before your senior year?
I'm thinking about July 4th.
July 4th, some 4th of July fireworks.
Yes, sir.
From Jalen Lott. Oh my goodness. Okay, so. Here's the tough part of this process, though. It's fun. You get all these coaches. They're telling you about their school. You watch these guys on TV. It's probably could see yourself at any number of those schools. Right. But you can only pick one of them. You're only going to be allowed to pick one. They're not going to let you suit up for multiple programs. Even as crazy as college football is right now, I still don't think we're going to get to that point. But so how do you separate one of these great programs from another, and what's important to you?
I'd definitely say, obviously, being able to talk to the coaching staff and obviously the players also is a big thing. But to be honest, I feel like it's just one of those feelings that you get from when you leave a place. But I think what I would do is I'll go through all my official visits, and then, based upon, development, facts, and that feeling that I'm going to have, I'll be able to make a decision really clearly for myself.
Who helps guide you through this? Because I'm sure you're going to be bouncing things off people. Like, who, I guess, do you kind of lean on?
Definitely my dad, probably, and my mom for sure, because they've been through it before. So being able to count on them for stuff like this definitely makes it kind of easier for me to exclude or be able to like decipher everything.
Have they been on a lot of your visits with you?
Yeah.
Have they seen like all the schools that you're still looking at? They've seen all of them. Do they give you any insight in terms of like they may look at it from a different perspective than you do? Like, are there things they look at that they kind of like, hey, I know you're concerned about this, but we're concerned about this?
I definitely say, yeah, for sure. They kind of look at the more deeper in detail things, because sometimes I might get off track of what I see on campus, or like just kind of how I feel at the moment, instead of taking everything into account. So they definitely keep me on track with stuff like that.
So more than anything, it sounds like they just kind of the emotional stability of a very emotional, exciting process help keep you even keel. Good. Well, we appreciate your time, man. Good luck here on these upcoming visits. Congratulations on all the options you have.
Thank you.
And maybe we'll see some 4th of July fireworks. We look forward to seeing where you end up.
Thank you.